Hello HBA friends. Today I'm here in Tulsa in front of our HBA building where I started 42 years ago in this same building. We remodeled it about 4 years ago and it really looks nice inside. It's all updated and we're lucky to have such a nice facility. I just want to thank you guys for letting me be your president for the last 2 years. The end of my term here is coming up in about 2 weeks now, and Christmas is upon us again. So I just enjoyed my time as being the state president. I've been fortunate enough to be all of your associations except one around the state, and I thought I would end my last video here in Tulsa right here at my home. So thanks again very much. I thank Mike for being such a support and the great respect that he's given me, and working with the HBA staff in Oklahoma City that we have, Jory and Kathy and the girls. It's been a real pleasure for me to get to do these things, and thank you all very much. Let's go inside now and take a look around. We've moved into the boardroom now inside the building, and this is our latest version of our boardroom. Been recently remodeled. It was 2015. Very nice room. Holds all of our board members. And I'm here today with Mike Means, our state executive officer, and Jeff Smith, Tulsa's executive officer. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello, David.
Everybody doing all right today?
Doing good.
So thank you for being here with me. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about Tulsa with Jeff, since this is my first video I've done in Tulsa, my first and last. And Jeff, anything exciting going on in Tulsa right now?
Yeah, well, first off, I'd like to say welcome home, back to Tulsa. All these videos, and it's the first one that you make it back to your home grounds, number one. And number two, we certainly are proud of your service at the Oklahoma Home Builder Association, serving for 2 years as president. So congratulations on that. And in Tulsa, of course, end of year and beginning first of year, it's always an exciting time. We're gearing up for our Greater Tulsa Home and Garden Show, which comes up the second weekend in March. I'm expecting to have a full house of vendors, approximately 500 vendors and about 30,000 in attendance. Our builders are doing well in the Tulsa market. Our housing starts are up 12% over last year, which is pretty incredible. And I know that they're already starting their homes for our Parade of Homes, which comes up in June of next year.
Awesome. I believe our Home and Garden Show is the largest volunteer-ran home and garden show in the country. Is that correct?
That is true. We still run our home and garden show with all volunteers, and we are by far the largest home show that's run by volunteers. And in fact, we are the fourth largest home and garden show in the country.
Wow, that's great. We have over 120 people that volunteer every year to put that show on. It's a lot of work and effort. I know people that have been doing it here for 30 plus years. People take their vacation just to work on that committee, so they're really dedicated and committed to it, and it's a big deal for Tulsa, very big deal.
It's a great community event, and it gives consumers the opportunity to go out and talk to builders, remodelers, subcontractors, and suppliers. Anything that they're wanting to do on their home and or garden, they can find the information at our show.
Do you have any results that you can share with us that you know about from Build My Future events that we've had?
Yeah, so Build My Future, we just hosted our second Build My Future in October, and had about 1,150 kids that attended and 50 or so construction vendors that were there. Again, just a rousing success from the students' perspective, from the instructors and counselors' perspective. Lots of great hands-on activities for these students to participate in. One of the best things that I've heard in the last couple of years since we've started this event is we're able to partner with Educator Tulsa Tech, and all of their construction programs now have a waiting list.
Wow.
And 2 years ago, that wasn't the case. And in fact, the masonry program was on the edge of extinction. And now he has a full class of masons in there, just ready to enter our workforce in the next couple of years.
That's cool. That's the best feedback you can get, is tangible results of something that you've done, and I'm proud of you for doing that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Mike, what's going on around the state now?
Well, David, I just got done doing the installation circuit, as I like to call it, getting to go to the different locals and installing their new officers. So we've got a new crew ready to enter 2020, and exciting things in the home building industry. I sent a note around to the legislative committee yesterday on how many new requests for legislation have been filed, and it's over 3,500 again. Oh, wow. You're just surprised at how much legislation is looked at the beginning of each session. The only good news about it is not near that many make it to the finish line, as we well know. So we're involved legislatively, getting prepared for the issues that affect our industry, and I'll be watching that and communicating that as I usually do with our members. We had a very successful Oklahoma Building Summit last October, and we're looking already forward to this October having another successful summit that has continued to be the premier education event for our builders, and we're just excited to be able to host that each year. And then, as you well know, we're getting ready to transition from your office over to Curtis McCarty. Installation's coming up in just a couple of weeks, so for those who haven't made their reservations yet for the installation and Hall of Fame banquet, really excited about our Hall of Fame inductees this year. I love to hear the history of this business, and one of your very own, that Don Harrington from Tulsa, will be honored at that Hall of Fame. You guys even have an award named after him, so
yes, we do.
That tells the impact he's had on the home building industry here in Tulsa. So we're excited about the Hall of Fame and the installation banquet and going from there. Lots of things still happening there too.
Great. That installation comes up January 11th, so we would sure like to see you all there. It's at the 21C Hotel and Museum in Oklahoma City. So get your reservations in now and join us for a good time.
And then lastly, I would encourage everybody who's planning on attending IBS next month. We're going to do our first state reception, even though Tulsa and Oklahoma City have taken the lead in putting it together for us. We'll do a state reception on the first night, Tuesday, from, well, we'll get the details out to you later. I don't know all the exact details. It's a moving target for me. But I do know it's going to be that first Tuesday afternoon of IBS.
All right. Well, I would just like to say that, as president, sure, my name's out there in front, but these guys, Mike and Jeff and all the EOs around the state, they're the real leaders that get the stuff done in our associations. I want to thank you guys for your dedication and your hard work and all you do for our association and our industry, because we couldn't do it without you.
Well, thank you, David.
You make my job look easy and
Well, I got to ask one final question to you, though. I always ask you a question when you have me on the videos with you.
Yeah.
You've served 2 years now as president. Probably what's the most exciting or most memorable thing you would want to share as you're leaving presidency for the other presidents to think about?
I've had fun going around and shooting these videos, and I've tried to make it a point to get to every association. I've been to all of them except one, and I made Tulsa my last stop here. I just thought that was very important. I enjoyed going to Miami and the things we looked up there and trying to show us a few little pieces of things that are made and done here in Oklahoma, and some Oklahoma treasures like the Coleman Theater up there. And I liked going to Enid and Shawnee for their steak fries that they have once a year. Everybody comes, it's a big event, everybody wins a prize through a drawing, so those are really fun events. Everybody made me feel real at home and real welcome, and those are the highlights. It's just getting to know people around the state. It's a lot of fun. Well, thank you very much. This wraps up my year, my second year, and I would just appreciate all of you very much, and I want to encourage you and all the EOs and all the new presidents around the state to keep up the hard work. And thank you very much for all the help that you've given me and our state association. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you.